Have you ever felt like the more you try to control every aspect of your life, the more it slips through your fingers? I've been there, rushing, striving, tightening every bolt in an attempt to make everything perfect, only to feel even more overwhelmed. It's ironic, isn't it? The harder I fought to take control, the further things seemed to spiral. Then I discovered something life-changing: the power of stillness. Buddhism taught me that true strength doesn't come from struggle or force. It comes from calmness. A peaceful mind, like a tranquil lake, reflects everything clearly. But when my mind was restless, it distorted everything I tried to focus on. I began to realize that the key to manifesting what I truly desired wasn't in my endless efforts, but in my ability to let go. By embracing stillness, I could finally connect with the flow of life instead of resisting it. In the moments of calm, I found clarity, direction, and even the answers I had been chasing. In this journey, I'll share with you 10 lessons inspired by Buddhist principles that taught me how to manifest what I want by cultivating inner peace. The last lesson? It's the one that changed everything for me. It's the key to unlocking serenity in a world full of chaos. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone truly happy and fulfilled while they're stressed out? I haven't. That's why I let go of the idea that I had to control everything. I breathed deeply, released the tension, and let life flow naturally. As the Buddha taught, attachment is the root of suffering. If you're like me, you've spent enough time trying to control things that are outside your power. So I invite you to take a different approach. What you seek is already on its way. The first step? Relax. Let me share a story that changed my perspective. A story that beautifully illustrates how Buddhist wisdom transformed my life and brought me to this place of calm and clarity. In a quiet village nestled between mountains and streams, there lived a young woman named Maya. She was known for her radiant smile and gentle presence, yet beneath her calm exterior, she wrestled with a storm of worries. Maya had always believed that life was like a clay pot. If she molded it just right, everything would fall into place. She planned every detail, controlled every outcome, and fought against every obstacle. But no matter how hard she tried, the pieces never seemed to fit. Her crops withered despite her careful planting. Her relationships strained under her constant need to guide them. One day, exhausted and disheartened, she visited the village elder, a Buddhist monk named Kavi, who was known for his wisdom. Maya poured out her heart, sharing her frustrations and asking what she was doing wrong. Kavi listened patiently and then smiled. "Come with me," he said, leading her to a river that flowed just outside the village. The water sparkled under the sun, its current steady and calm. Kavi crouched down, picked up a handful of pebbles, and tossed them into the river. "Do you see how the water flows around the rocks?" he asked. Maya nodded. "Yes, it doesn't stop for them." "Exactly," Kavi said. "The river doesn't try to move the rocks. It doesn't fight or resist. It simply flows, adapting to the obstacles in its path. Yet over time, even the hardest stones are shaped by its gentle touch." Maya stared at the river, lost in thought. "Are you saying I should stop trying to control everything?" Kavi chuckled. "Not stop trying, just stop clinging. Life flows, Maya. The harder you grip, the more it slips away. But when you relax and let go, you allow the natural current of life to guide you. That's the lesson of the river." Maya felt a strange sense of relief wash over her. She realized that her constant striving had made her rigid, like the rocks. But if she could learn to flow, like the water, she might find a different kind of strength. From that day forward, Maya began to change. When her crops struggled, she didn't panic, but observed and adjusted her methods. When a friend disagreed with her, she listened instead of arguing. And when her plans fell apart, she breathed deeply and reminded herself that life always found a way. In time, her fields flourished, her relationships deepened, and her heart grew lighter. Maya no longer saw obstacles as enemies, but as part of the flow. The villagers noticed the change in her. "Maya," they would ask, "how do you stay so calm and joyful, no matter what happens?" And she would smile and reply, "I stopped fighting the river. I learned to flow with it." The story of Maya and the river became a treasured tale in the village, a reminder of the power of letting go. It taught them that, like water, a calm and flexible spirit could overcome any obstacle, shaping life gently but surely. And so, Maya's journey became a lesson for us all. In the stillness of acceptance lies the strength to create a life of harmony and peace. 1. The power of the mind. I've often found myself trapped in a whirlwind of racing thoughts, desperately trying to find a sense of calm amidst the chaos. The more I tried to control my mind, the more elusive peace seemed. Then I discovered something profound: the power of a serene mind. It's not just a nice idea, it's the foundation for manifesting anything I desire in life. When my mind is calm, it becomes like a still lake, reflecting my true intentions with clarity. But when my thoughts are chaotic, it's like trying to see my reflection in choppy waters, distorted and unclear. I learned that this serenity isn't something that magically appears. It's a state I cultivate deliberately. One of the most effective ways I've found to calm my mind is through mindful breathing. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I take a moment to sit quietly. I close my eyes, inhale deeply through my nose, hold the breath for a second, and exhale slowly through my mouth. As I repeat this process, I feel my racing thoughts begin to settle. It's as if I'm giving my mind permission to rest, to let go of the chaos and focus on what truly matters. Another tool I use is visualization. I take a moment to picture the life I want, imagining it in vivid detail. I don't just see it, I feel it. I imagine myself already living that reality. This practice does something incredible. It aligns my conscious and subconscious minds. My thoughts become focused, my intentions sharpened, and the path forward becomes clearer. I also realize that trying to force outcomes only creates resistance. Instead, I approach my goals from a place of calm confidence. When I act from this state of clarity, everything flows more smoothly. Challenges don't feel as daunting because my mind is at peace and I can think rationally about solutions. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that a calm mind isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the starting point for anything I want to create or achieve. Now, whenever life feels overwhelming, I remind myself to pause, breathe, and let my mind settle. Because in that serenity lies the power to manifest my deepest desires. 2. Flow and let go. I've always been someone who likes to plan everything, thinking I could control every detail of my life. But the more I tried to hold on to that control, the more things seemed to slip through my fingers. It was frustrating and exhausting, and it often left me feeling defeated. Then I learned an essential truth. Life isn't meant to be controlled. It's meant to be experienced. The idea of letting go didn't come naturally to me at first. I thought it meant giving up, but as I practiced it, I realized it's not about surrendering to chaos. It's about trusting the flow of life. Imagine being on a river. If I fight the current, I'll exhaust myself and get nowhere. But if I let go and flow with it, I'm carried exactly where I need to be. One way I practice letting go is by focusing on the things I can control: my thoughts, my actions, and my responses. Everything else, I remind myself, is out of my hands. When I encounter traffic, for example, I can either stress and stew in frustration or use the time to listen to a podcast or enjoy a favorite song. It's a simple shift, but it changes everything. I also learned to let go in relationships. I used to think I needed to influence how others behaved or felt to maintain harmony, but that only created tension. Now, I focus on accepting people as they are. If someone doesn't meet me halfway, I don't take it personally. I release the need to control their actions and focus on my own peace. The philosophy of letting go extends to my goals as well. I used to obsess over outcomes, thinking that if I just worked harder or stressed more, things would fall into place. Now, I set my intentions, take meaningful actions, and then step back. I trust that what's meant for me will come, and what isn't will fall away. Letting go has brought me more peace than I ever thought possible. It's not about giving up. It's about creating space for life to flow naturally. When I release control, I'm not losing power. I'm gaining freedom. And in that freedom, I found my strength. 3. Manifest from gratitude. Every day, I start by reflecting on what I'm thankful for. It might be something as simple as the warmth of the morning sun on my face, the laughter of a loved one, or the roof over my head. These small moments of gratitude serve as anchors, grounding me and shifting my focus from what I lack to what I already have. This practice has taught me that gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a powerful tool for transformation. When I truly appreciate what's in my life, I open a door for abundance to flow in. Gratitude creates fertile ground for my dreams to grow because it aligns my mindset with positivity and possibility. I've noticed that when I focus on what I lack, I feel stuck, trapped in a cycle of wanting more but never feeling satisfied. But when I focus on what I already have, I feel a sense of fullness, as if the universe is already working in my favor. To make gratitude a daily habit, I keep a journal. Each evening I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Some days, it's easy to fill the page. On tougher days, I have to dig deep. But no matter how hard it feels, there's always something to be grateful for, even if it's just the chance to start fresh tomorrow. This practice has rewired my brain to seek the good, even in challenging situations. Manifestation works best when rooted in gratitude. I think of it like planting seeds. Gratitude is the rich soil that nourishes those seeds and helps them grow. Without it, my dreams would wither before they have a chance to flourish. When I'm grateful, I send a clear message to the universe. I trust you. I believe there is enough for me. This shift has brought incredible opportunities into my life. Doors I never expected to open have revealed themselves, and the right people and circumstances seem to align effortlessly. The more I focus on gratitude, the more reasons I find to be grateful. It's a cycle that feeds itself, proving that gratitude is more than just an emotion. It's a force of creation. 4. The power of the law of attraction. I used to believe that success was purely about hard work and grit. While those are important, I've learned there's another layer to achieving what I want: aligning my thoughts, emotions, and actions with the outcomes I desire. This is the essence of the law of attraction, and it's been a game changer for how I approach life. When I focus on what I want rather than what I fear or lack, I notice a shift in the energy around me. It's as though the universe responds to my clarity, bringing opportunities and people that support my goals. But it's not magic. It's about alignment. My thoughts, emotions, and actions need to work together like pieces of a puzzle. For example, when I wanted to start a new project, I didn't just think about it, I felt it. I visualized myself succeeding, felt the excitement of achievement, and took steps toward making it a reality. The law of attraction doesn't work without action. I had to show the universe I was serious by taking bold steps, even when fear crept in. What I've realized is that my thoughts are like a magnet. When I focus on negative outcomes, I attract challenges that mirror my mindset. But when I choose to focus on positivity, growth, and abundance, my actions align with those beliefs and the results follow. It's not always immediate, but the shift in my energy and determination keeps me moving forward. To harness the law of attraction, I use visualization daily. I picture my goals as if they've already been achieved. I imagine the sights, sounds, and emotions of success. This practice primes my mind for possibility and gives me the confidence to pursue opportunities that align with my vision. The most powerful part of the law of attraction is its simplicity. What I focus on grows. When I align my thoughts and actions with my dreams, the universe conspires to help me. It's a partnership. I set the intention, take inspired action, and trust the process. This alignment has shown me that the life I desire isn't out of reach. It's waiting for me to claim it. 5. Mindfulness in abundance. When I started practicing mindfulness, I realized how much of life I was missing by constantly rushing through the day. I used to be so focused on what wasn't going right or what I needed to fix that I overlooked the beauty and abundance already surrounding me. Then I discovered that mindfulness, the simple act of being fully present, is like a superpower that unlocks clarity and abundance in ways I never expected. For me, mindfulness begins with small moments. When I eat, I savor each bite, noticing the texture and flavor. When I walk, I feel the ground beneath my feet and the rhythm of my breath. These small practices ground me in the present and open my mind to the gifts life has to offer. By tuning out the noise of worry and distraction, I create space to notice opportunities that align with my goals. One day, I sat quietly and simply observed my thoughts. At first, my mind raced with to-do lists and anxieties, but as I continued to focus on my breathing, the noise began to fade. In the stillness, I realized I had been overlooking a simple solution to a problem that had been bothering me for weeks. It was in this calm, present state that the clarity I sought revealed itself. Practicing mindfulness has also made me more receptive to abundance. I no longer take small blessings for granted, like a kind word, a beautiful sunset, or the feeling of peace after completing a task. This shift in awareness not only brings joy, but also attracts more positivity into my life. I've found that when I'm mindful, I'm more attuned to the opportunities and resources the universe places in my path. Mindfulness doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means approaching them with a calm and open mind. When I face obstacles now, I pause, breathe, and ask, what lesson or opportunity might this hold? This shift in perspective has turned even difficulties into stepping stones. The present moment is where abundance lives. By cultivating mindfulness, I've discovered a powerful key to unlocking life's gifts. With awareness and gratitude, I've learned to live fully, embrace abundance, and manifest a future filled with possibility. 6. The power of dreams. I've come to realize that the moments before sleep are some of the most powerful for shaping my reality. As my body relaxes and my mind drifts between wakefulness and rest, this space becomes a fertile ground for planting seeds of intention. It's in this quiet, reflective time that I've learned to envision the life I wish to manifest. Every night, before closing my eyes, I take a moment to focus on what I want to create. Sometimes I visualize a goal I'm working toward, like finishing a project or achieving a personal milestone. Other times, I imagine myself feeling calm, happy, and fulfilled. I let these images play out in my mind as if they're already real, feeling the emotions associated with their success. This practice has transformed the way I approach sleep. Instead of lying awake, worrying about what went wrong during the day or what challenges tomorrow might bring, I consciously choose to fill my mind with hope and possibility. It's like writing a letter to the universe, asking for what I desire while trusting that it's already on its way. Science even supports the idea that the pre-sleep state is a powerful time for intention setting. Our brains are incredibly active during this phase, processing emotions and storing memories. By focusing on positive imagery and clear intentions, I've found that my subconscious mind continues working on them while I sleep. To make the most of this time, I've created a simple ritual. Before bed, I light a candle or sip a calming tea to signal to my mind that it's time to unwind. Then, I journal or meditate briefly, focusing on what I'm grateful for and what I want to manifest. These small actions set the stage for meaningful and restorative sleep. Dreaming big doesn't mean ignoring the present. It means using the power of your imagination to build the future you desire. By intentionally guiding my thoughts before sleep, I've turned dreaming into a tool for manifestation. Night after night, I plant the seeds of my vision, trusting that they will grow into reality. 7. Morning manifestation rituals. Mornings are sacred to me. They represent a blank canvas where I can choose the colors and strokes that will define my day. I've learned that how I begin my morning sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead of jumping out of bed and rushing into the chaos of life, I create space for calm, gratitude, and intention. This ritual has become my cornerstone for manifestation. The first thing I do when I wake up is acknowledge the gift of another day. Before my feet even touch the floor, I take a moment to breathe deeply and express gratitude. I think of 3 things I'm thankful for. Simple joys, like the warmth of my bed, the sunrise I can glimpse through the window, or the opportunities that lie ahead. Gratitude grounds me in the present and reminds me that abundance already exists in my life. Next, I spend a few minutes visualizing my day. I picture myself moving through it with ease and confidence. If I have specific goals, I imagine them already accomplished. I see the details, the feelings of success, the people I'll interact with, and the joy of achieving what matters most. This mental rehearsal helps me align my actions with my desires, making each step purposeful. Movement is also part of my morning. Whether it's a few stretches, a short walk, or even just standing outside to feel the fresh air, I use this time to connect with my body. Movement invigorates me and clears my mind, making it easier to focus on my intentions. Finally, I speak my affirmations aloud. These are simple yet powerful statements that reflect the reality I want to create. For example, I am capable, resilient, and open to receiving the best today. Speaking them reinforces my belief and sends a clear message to my subconscious and the universe. This morning ritual doesn't take long. but its impact lasts all day. It gives me clarity, focus, and a positive energy that attracts opportunities. By starting with intention, gratitude, and visualization, I set the stage for a day filled with alignment and abundance. 8. Visualize and create. Visualization has become one of the most powerful tools in my manifestation journey. At first, I underestimated its power, dismissing it as mere daydreaming. But when I truly committed to the practice, I discovered its transformative impact. Visualization isn't just imagining a better future. It's about stepping into it, feeling it, and believing in it with unwavering confidence. I approach visualization like watching a movie where I'm the lead character, and the story unfolds exactly how I desire. I find a quiet space, close my eyes, and picture my goals vividly. It's not just about seeing the outcome, it's about immersing myself in the experience. If I'm visualizing a career milestone, I imagine the room, the conversations, the way my success feels. If it's a personal goal, I picture the emotions of joy and accomplishment. To make my visualizations even more effective, I engage all my senses. What does success smell like? What sounds accompany my achievements? I let these details fill the scene, making it as real as possible. This depth strengthens the connection between my current state and my desired reality. However, visualization alone isn't enough. It must be paired with action. When I visualize my future, I simultaneously think about the steps I need to take today to get there. Visualization serves as a guide, showing me what's possible and motivating me to pursue it. One thing I've learned is the importance of consistency. Visualization isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Each time I revisit my goals in my mind, I reinforce my belief in them. Over time, I've noticed how my focus sharpens and how opportunities begin to align with my intentions. The power of creative visualization lies in its ability to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It's not just wishful thinking. It's a deliberate act of creating your future with vivid detail and focused intention. By envisioning my dreams as if they're already real, I align my mind, emotions, and actions to bring them to life. 9. The power of conscious breathing. In the rush of daily life, I often found myself overwhelmed, my mind clouded with stress and distractions. It felt as though I was constantly running on autopilot, reacting instead of truly living. Then I discovered the transformative power of conscious breathing, a practice so simple yet profoundly impactful. Breathing is something I had always taken for granted. It happens naturally without thought, but when I began to breathe with intention, everything shifted. The act of mindful breathing became a tool for grounding myself in the present moment. Whenever I felt tension creeping into my body or my thoughts spiraling out of control, I would pause, close my eyes, and take a deep breath. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. This simple rhythm calms my nervous system, clears my mind, and anchors me in the here and now. With every exhale, I imagine releasing the stress and chaos within me, letting go of what no longer serves me. With every inhale, I draw in clarity, focus, and the energy to align my actions with my intentions. This connection between breath and intention is powerful. It's like pressing a reset button on my mind and body. I've learned that conscious breathing is more than just a stress relief technique. It's a bridge between thought and action. When my mind is clear and focused, I can make decisions that reflect my deepest goals and values. Each breath becomes a step toward manifesting the life I desire. Breathing with awareness also teaches me patience. Manifestation doesn't happen overnight, and in moments of frustration, my breath reminds me to trust the process. The rhythm of my breathing mirrors the rhythm of life. Inhale possibilities, exhale doubts. Now, whenever I feel overwhelmed or disconnected, I return to my breath. It's always there, a constant reminder of my ability to pause, reset, and align myself with what truly matters. Through conscious breathing, I found a way to live more intentionally, embracing clarity and calm to create a life of purpose. 10. Silence and connection with the universe. In the noise of everyday life, I often felt lost, like I couldn't hear my own thoughts over the constant chatter around me. Notifications, conversations, and endless to-do lists filled my mind, leaving little space for reflection or clarity. It wasn't until I embraced silence that I discovered a deeper connection with myself and with the universe. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's a doorway to understanding. When I sit quietly, free from distractions, I begin to notice the subtle signals that life sends my way. It's in these moments of stillness that inspiration strikes and clarity emerges. I've found that silence allows me to tune in to my intuition, that inner voice often drowned out by the noise of the world. I make it a point to create intentional moments of quiet every day. Sometimes it's through meditation, where I focus on my breath and let my thoughts settle. Other times, I find it in nature, a walk in the park, the rustle of leaves, or the gentle rhythm of waves. These moments remind me that life's most profound messages come not in shouts, but in whispers. Silence also deepens my connection to the universe. When I quiet my mind, I feel a sense of alignment with something greater than myself. It's as if the universe is waiting for me to listen, offering guidance and reassurance. In these moments, I let go of control and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. I've learned to embrace silence as a tool for manifestation. Before taking action, I sit in stillness, allowing my intentions to become clear. This practice ensures that my energy is focused and aligned with my goals. Silence isn't a void. It's a space where dreams take shape and clarity is born. The more I prioritize silence, the more connected I feel to my true self and to the universe's flow. It's in this quiet space that I find the answers I seek, the inspiration I crave, and the peace I need to move forward with purpose. Through silence, I've learned to trust the process and embrace the journey, knowing that the universe always provides when I'm ready to listen.